hold the cream. The cream is something that I feel like I need to hold. By the way, I hope that NoFap is going great for you guys. And the point of this video today is that when I walk into stores, what I've noticed is that I like to hold on to something. But some days, I don't need to hold on to anything. Some days, for instance, when I go to pick up cream, I don't need a basket. What the fuck am I gonna have a thing of cream in a basket for? But for me, I like to either get a cart or I like to get a basket. Now, as I didn't have my basket today, and I've noticed this for years, but I've never really understood why, I feel weird. I feel weird when I don't have something to swing around, when I don't have something in front of me. You see, and what had occurred to me today, and this is pretty nuanced, guys. I don't know if you can even relate to this, but I think that I like to have a basket in my hand or be holding on to something because it is a distraction. It is something that I can do with my hands. And you might ask, what's a distraction from, Elijah? And what it is a distraction from myself. Because when I'm walking there with my shirt on in the wintertime, when I'm walking down the aisle, it's just me in a store brightly lit in front of many, many people. And I feel like I want to escape. When I really dive inside of my mind, what are people thinking about me? How do I look? Is my gait, my walk a little bit off? Is this shoulder that's been bothering me, why, are people seeing me kind of popping it back into place? Does my hat look okay? Does all these things going on inside of my head? But when I have a cart, I can swing it. I can hold on to it. I can grip it tighter. I can push the cart. I have this barrier in front of me that can now block what other, in my way. It's even kind of related to body language. When you put your hands in front of you, you're kind of blocking instead of, being open to the world, neck exposed. But this really, really is important to me, guys, because our entire lives, we can go by unconscious of always trying to escape who we are. And this has been very, very beneficial for me to learn, is that it's okay. It's okay to be you. And authenticity is like really being you. And I don't think a lot of us know what really being you means. I've been trying to learn what it means for me. And man, sometimes it's hard to say that fucking hurts. It's hard to express yourself. I don't understand. This makes me sad. This doesn't make me feel good. That hurt me a lot. That time in my life, that hurt me a lot. Or maybe these people do think negative of me. Maybe I don't really like myself. Or maybe all of these people think I'm complete shit. Maybe I'm not good enough for this whole thing. And I'm scared, and I'm alone, and I'm stressed the fuck out. Right? And we always want to escape from that. And so we do. And we find little ways. We find little ways to escape how we're feeling in life, to escape ourselves. And it's kind of frightening once you realize that. Because you realize you've been putting on this facade, this illusion of how you really are, or who you really are. So we go through our lives always putting up a front, always trying to blend in, and whatever. I think it is because we're trying to keep ourselves safe. If you ever ran into a girl and she has the bitch shield up, you've heard of the bitch shield, and you're like, why is this girl being so mean? Why does she just blow me off like that? Well, the bitch shield is to keep a girl safe and to test if you're some fucking creep or some weirdo or some guy trying to rape her, alright? She's really, literally testing you. You can get past the bitch shield by just looking at her in her eyes. And it kind of breaks after a couple seconds. But a lot of girls will do this because they've been accustomed to multiple guys approaching them and, not really being worth their time. So once you break down the bitch shield, it's a huge way to get in. That's another topic. But in the same way that the bitch shield exists to protect, the facade or the front exists to protect us from life. Because social conditioning tells us that, you have to be this way. And I can't say exactly social media or the media, but you have to be this way to be accepted. We've kind of built our own reality over what is accepted and what is not. What is okay? What is the norm? How should I act? How should I express my feelings? And what's really weird is that when you understand that you're not being authentic, think about with your friends. You ever look at your friends and you're like, man, these guys, what are they even fucking talking about? This is going to be a wake-up call for a lot of you guys. Hang out with your friends and look at how many of them put up fronts. Look at how many of them act like they know so much, but they don't really know that much. Or, they even laughing to appear. It's just like you guys know, you probably are clicking with me now. What is the meaning? What am I getting at? And once you see it, it's like, why have I been doing that myself? Why do I not be authentic and really express myself like, hey dude, that doesn't feel good when you talk to me like that, or hey, that hurts. Or all the stuff we run from. All of it. We run from a lot. And I think it's really breaking down. It takes time. Breaking those fucking barriers, chipping away at it. And you find, like right now, where I am, like I find what my anxieties really are, what my worries, what my doubts. But so many times, instead of confronting them and facing them and realizing them, I run from them. And I feel like I have to escape, or I'm not going to be accepted. I'm not going to be liked. I'm not going to be welcomed. I'm not going to have any friends. People aren't going to like me. But see, when you begin to show that truth, you speak your truth, that's how you connect to people. That's how you connect with friends, because we're all humans. And humans want to connect through understanding each other, through their suffering, through their hardships, through really empathizing with someone on, hey, this is how I'm feeling. But we go so often acting like we know so much, acting like we're alpha, like this alpha presence, when really, I'm not feeling that good, but it's okay. I'm not that energized right now, but it's okay. We constantly escape. So learning to be authentic is a very hard thing, because there's been years spent where we're living to try to run from that authenticity, to try to live up to someone that someone else would be proud of. And one of my favorite quotes by Marcus Aurelius, he's like, I've often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than everyone else, but sets less value on the opinions of himself than on the opinions of others. And that's what happens when you keep running from yourself. That's why it's so important. I think it was Socrates, but know thyself. Such a simple quote, but it's so hard to know yourself. It's so hard, man. I'm just getting to know myself. I'm getting to know what presence means. I'm getting to know that it's okay to be caring and loving. And it's okay to be kind. That it's okay to express myself and not always have to be alpha. Not always have to have this warrior skin on. That's tough. It's tough when you follow the warrior spirit, right? And life is hard, and you need that. You need to be tough and be able to fight, but you also need to be able to take off the armor and examine the wounds and be okay with the wounds. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys. See you soon. Peace.